Welcome to the channel. My name is Thomas, and welcome back to Thoughtful Thursday, where we don't just talk about success and strategy, we talk about what it feels like to navigate work and life in the real world. Today, I want to talk about something that quietly sits in the background for so many of us. Something that we rarely talk about out loud, but it shapes so many of our decisions, and that's regret. Yep, regret. That gnawing little voice that whispers, "Why didn't I?" Or the one that shows up at 2 a.m. when you're replaying that moment from 5 years ago. We all have them, but here's what might surprise you. Regret doesn't have to be the thing that holds you back. It can actually fuel your next chapter. So today I want to show you how to reframe regret, not ignore it, not suppress it, but actually use it to grow, shift, and move forward with even more clarity and purpose. Stick with me because this one's going to hit home. Regret is human, growth is optional. Let's talk about a truth bomb. Regret is a natural part of being a reflective, evolving human being. The only people who claim to have no regrets are either not thinking deeply enough or they're trying to sound tougher than they are. Because let's be honest, you regret staying too long in a role that drained you. You regret not negotiating the salary when you had the leverage. You regret taking the safe path when the bold one excited you more. And you know what? Well, that's not failure, that's evolving. Regret is a signpost, a signal that you've grown beyond your past decisions. And if you're cringing about something you did 10 years ago, well, guess what? That means you're not the same person anymore. You've learned, you've changed, you've outgrown the old version of yourself, and that's powerful. So how do we reframe regret? Well, it starts by asking this one question. What does this regret reveal about what matters to me now? Let me give you an example. Say you regret not applying for a dream job in another city 5 years ago. You were scared, the timing wasn't right, you stayed put. Now you look back and think, well, what if I had gone for it? But instead of spiraling into what ifs, try this instead. What about that opportunity still calls to me? What values did it align with me that I might still be ignoring? What does that regret reveal about my current desires? Because regret isn't just about the past, it's also about the present version of you, realizing what truly matters. And that's gold, that's fuel, and that's insight you can use right now. Let's bring this into the career world, where regret can show up 1,000 quiet ways. Maybe you regret not switching industries earlier, or staying in a toxic environment because it felt secure, or not speaking up when your gut told you something wasn't right. Here's how you turn those into fuel. Extract the lesson. What did that experience teach you that you couldn't have learned any other way? Find the strength. Well, what skills did you just build by surviving that chapter? Even endurance is a strength. It means you can handle hard things. Build your pivot point. Use that regret as a catalyst to ask, what would a bold move look like now? And listen, I'm not talking about dropping everything and running away from your life. I'm talking about making decisions that are shaped by wisdom and not shame. Let me share something personal. There were 2 times in my career when I was offered a role that I felt at the time was a real stretch. It would have challenged me. It would have accelerated my growth, and deep down I wanted it. And I turned it down in both cases. And for years, I beat myself up over it. I'd see others in similar roles and wonder, could that have been me? That inner voice would whisper, you missed your shot. But over time, I learned to reframe it, and I asked myself, well, what made me hesitate back then? What did I need that I didn't have yet? Confidence, clarity, mentorship? And how can I build those now so that I never let fear make that decision again? That fear became my personal career compass. And whenever I'm faced with a big decision, I ask, is this something I'll regret not trying? It's helped me make braver choices, and that's something I would never have learned without that original regret. Okay, let's get practical. Here are 3 ways you can start turning regret into career fuel starting today. Number 1, do a regret audit. Set a timer for, let's say, 10 minutes. Write down 3 to 5 regrets that still pop into your head from time to time, and then ask yourself, what does this regret say about what I value now? What did I learn from it that I can use today? What decision, behavior, or belief does it inspire me to revisit? You're not rehashing old wounds, you're mining for wisdom. Number 2, create a next time playbook for each regret. So for each regret, write a sentence that begins with, next time I will, and fill in the gap. This gives you agency. It turns passive reflection into proactive preparation. For example, next time I'm offered a stretch role, I'll have a 24-hour rule before saying no. Next time I feel undervalued, I'll document it and speak up before the burnout hits. Number 3, use regret as a pre-decisional filter when you're stuck on a tough choice. You can ask, which one of these options would I regret not trying? This question cuts through the noise. It taps into your intuition and it usually points you towards growth. And here's the truth. You don't have to carry regret like a burden. You can carry it like a backpack full of tools that help you build your next chapter. Your regrets don't define you. However, your response to them does. And if you've made it to the end of this video, that tells me something about you. You're not just here to dwell on what could have been. You're here to build what can be. So let me ask you, what's one regret you're ready to reframe? Drop it in the comments below and let's talk about it. Let's turn it into something useful together. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep showing the world that your best work is still ahead of you. And if this episode helped you, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more weekly insights on how to grow, evolve, and show up as your best self. Until next time, take care, be kind to yourself, and keep leaning into what makes you strong. See you in the next one.